In today's video, I'm going to see how much power my computer uses when it's idle and when it's using when I'm using it to play games or doing something intensive. So I'll be using this power meter, and basically this can handle up to 0 to 1800 watts, and I'm going to see how much power my computer uses. So all you have to do is you just plug this in and you plug in the device that you want to use. For this, in this case, it will be my computer. So my computer has a 850 watt power supply, but I just want to see how much power this thing actually uses. So when it's when the computer is plugged in, it's using about 3.9 watts basically of power. So so when you first get this unit, if you do get it, first thing you have to do is you need to press cost. Right now it's using about the amount of the cost of electricity in my area is 29 cents per kilowatt hour. So when you first get it, it doesn't show anything. It says 0.00 dollars per kilowatt hour. So you have to set it up. So what you do is you just press cost like this, and you press cost, and then you press function. You go here, you press up or down to change the number. For me it's 29, so I press function again, and then I go to 29. But let's see if it's 27. It's 27. And I press function again, press cost, and now it's set at 27 cents per kilowatt hour. And next thing you want to do is you want to change this thing right here. You press function like that, and it was set at 3000 or something, but it's not 3000, it's 1800. Set it to 1000. Okay, and then press cost, and that's it. Because this thing is capable of up to 1800 watt. So that's pretty much it, and I want to set it back. It's using 123 volts at 60 hertz. The frequency right now it's at 0.63 amp. So now I'm going to turn it on. So even when the computer is turned off, when you have it plugged in, it's still using some power. So when I turn it on, it's at about 142, 155. I guess this is the power that it's drawing when it's on idle. On the bottom it shows how much money it's gonna cost. So I didn't reset it. It's at 2 minutes and 55 seconds because I used it yesterday. You have to keep in mind that my monitor is also using some power, but I haven't connected it. So my monitor is using about maybe 22 watt power. So I guess we have to add those two numbers together to see how much power this computer is using with the monitor. But the computer alone is using about 130 to 150 watt hours. So let's see. Let me play a game. I'm gonna play a game called War Thunder. And when you play a game or do something intensive like do video editing or something, the computer is going to use more power, basically.
We made some of our trading partnerships more official.
The enemy ship sank!
I'm just on my desktop computer. I'm just gonna be browsing the internet and just doing basic things. Like watching YouTube videos, see how much power is used. I just exited Steam. Maybe that was why the power consumption was quite high. So when I'm just on the internet like this, playing a video on the background and searching for stuff like reindeer and stuff, whatever. Kind of like fluctuates from anywhere from 110 to 180 or something. And I'm just using it for normal stuff. When I turn off the video, let's see, goes down to about 1. No, it's almost the same. Fluctuating. Let me see how much power my computer is using. Spiked up there for some reason, I don't know. So it corresponds to how much CPU usage there is. And of course, I'm recording with this computer, so using this DVR, so I guess that is consuming more energy opposed to not using anything at all. Okay. The spike a little bit. That must be because I'm using the DVR. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to disable the DVR, turn this off, just record from the camera and report to you how much power is being used. Okay, now I'm not recording with the DVR on my computer, and I'm getting much better power consumption. It's gone down considerably from 150 to 110 about. So I guess that DVR was using up some power. My computer, recording with that DVR, that is. It does spike up sometimes, that's weird. Okay, that's not bad. So I guess when you're just doing very simple tasks like browsing the internet, doing online banking, stuff like that, I guess the computer doesn't use a lot of power at all. Let's see how much. Okay, this part shows how much power I've used overall. It's 0.728 kilowatt hours, not 1000 watt yet. The voltage is 123.1 at 60 hertz, and the amperage is about 0.7 something. So voltage times amperage equals watts. Power equals amperage, that's the current, times voltage. Voltage is like the capacity. So right now it's not using a lot of power. So in conclusion, the computer does not use a lot of power when you're just idling and stuff like that. Most of the time the power is used when you're doing something intensive like video editing, playing a 3D game or something. Other than that, if you left your computer on like this all day, all night, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and you were getting about 100 and let's say 15 watt, that was your average, it will cost you about, at 27 cents per kilowatt hour, it would cost you about 3.1 cent per hour and there's 24 hours in a day. That's 4.5 cents a day. And in a year, you would spend about $271.99 in energy costs. So that's not a lot of money if you left your computer on all day. And let's say you were using your computer for about 12 hours a day at 27 cents per kilowatt hour, and you were using 120 watts for about 12 hours. That'd be about 38.9 cents a day. In a year, it'll be about $141.91, leaving your computer on 12 hours a day for about, I guess, 365 days in a year. That's not too bad. So your computer definitely does not consume a lot of power, and the laptop would consume even less. I think a laptop consumes maybe anywhere from 50 to 65 watt. Let's say you were using that for about 14 hours a day at 65 watt at 27 cents per kilowatt hour. It only costs you like $89.68 at about 65 watt per year if you were using it for 14 hours a day. So yeah, your computer doesn't use a lot of power, not at all. So when you're using your computer, your monitor is also being used, so you got to take that into consideration. Monitor probably consumed anywhere from 20 to 25 watt for a desktop computer. So if you were using 115 watt plus 25 watt, let's say that's 140 watt hour at 27 cents. That'd be about 3.78 cents an hour, and you were using it for, let's say, 14 hours a day. Cost you about $193.15 per year for your electricity costs. So that's still not a lot. Computers don't consume a lot of power, so desktop, like I said, if you're just idling and not doing anything intensive like most people do, 130 watt per day or something like that. So yeah, in conclusion, your computer doesn't use a lot of power. So if you have any thoughts, you can leave them in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.